Hi, I'm adulting today. Yay! I'm officially launching my website for Three Dots Coaching today, and I wanted to answer a question that a few of you have asked me about what's the meaning behind the name Three Dots Coaching. I actually have a couple of meanings behind it. The first meaning is if you use Apple's iMessage, then you know about the typing awareness indicator. Those are the three dots that show up on your screen to show when someone on the other end of your message is typing or stop typing. The bubbling fact doesn't always appear when someone is typing or disappear when someone stops typing. Apparently, it's a bit more complicated than that. So give me a couple of examples behind that. The bubble doesn't show up if you haven't texted with the person who's texting you for a while. And that makes sense, right? Of course, because you're unlikely to be looking at the text message thread of someone who hasn't texted you in a long time. And the indicator doesn't always disappear when someone stops typing. It turns out that if you start typing something but stop before sending the text and don't delete that text, the bubbles remain. The indicator only disappears 60 seconds after you started the text. Isn't that interesting? Now let's turn this into an insight and draw a parable to your life, career, mindset, and just beingness in general. When the three dots appear, that anticipation of waiting for that message to come through, I certainly know that feeling. And it comes and goes, and yet when it stops with no text coming through, there is this feeling of disappointment or my immediate gratification of not knowing what's coming on the other end of that is kind of like a bit jarring. Now imagine it being that career change or asking for what you want in a role or in your life and leading from a place of confidence and empathy, committing to your life goals, etc. Are you stopping and starting? Are you those three dots showing up and then disappear? Or is the message received or sent? How do you want your life, career, mindset, and willingness to follow through on your awareness indicator of self? What can you change or positively affect in 60 seconds before those dots disappear? So what's the second meaning behind it? The vertical ellipses or the ellipses, also known as a dot dot. It's a series of dots that indicates an intentional omission of a word, sentence, or a whole section from a text without altering its original meaning. It can also be used to indicate a pause in the flow of a sentence. So how does this relate to your life? Where are you intentionally pausing out of fear, uncertainty, or not knowing what's next? What is your omission of self? And how is it showing up? What's the why behind it? I'm a big why person. How are you altering your life to create a sense of belonging, which in turn can also create a sense of imposter syndrome if you're in that role, feeling that you need to fit in, and then lose all perspective of what's important to you. I like to challenge my clients. How can you alter your mindset to create the life, career, being the leader that you want to be, and a way of being that you want for yourself that is truly sustainable? Yeah. So I was thinking, why not expand to a third meaning? Life is short after all. I chose these three pillars, coaching, consulting, and leadership, because it aligns with my key competencies, my true skill sets, and also my passion and my way of contributing to a positive change in this world, whereby I work with clients, organizations, and individuals that really want to excel and contribute to a positive change in this world. Also, full disclosure, my OCD about symmetry showed up, so I figured, why not? I hope that answers the question about the meaning. And if you have any additional comments or want to ask more questions, by all means, please contact me. And sign up for my newsletter. And there's a freebie on my site to how you can totally understand the difference between what type of control do you have. Are you internally motivated or externally motivated?